Hello and welcome to our February board recaps. We're going to start with our February 7th board meeting. In the information section, we had Liz Wendell, our Executive Director of Secondary Education. She kicked off our first school improvement plan of the year. And our presenters were Dr. Chuck Hiscock, Principal of West High, Tom Davidson, Principal of Washington Middle School, and Mr. Jeff Bryant, Principal of Jefferson Middle School. The group provided updates on learning and student engagement at both the secondary levels. Next, we had James Gottberg, our Director of Technology, and he presented our E-rate purchases for the next school year. Then we had Angie Smith, who was our Assistant Superintendent of Operations, and she updated the board of the proposed fee schedules for our next school year. The district will again look to offer incentives to early registrants, fee-free sports camps this summer, and other fee discounts to assist families. And then we had Ana Gonzalez, our Director of Community Affairs, and she presented an update on our community events occurring throughout the district. There are several winter plays, musicals, and athletic events coming up at all levels. Then we moved into the discussion portion of our meeting. Angie Smith presented an update on our capital projects going on throughout the district. There was discussion on playgrounds that will be created with our pre-K focus, and also our Wisner Center, which has also seen an expansion into Bays 1 and 4, and updates to the West High Stadium were also shared. Moving into our second board meeting of the month on February 22nd, Those Who Make a Difference, Marty Nearing presented the recognition of district health staff. There were over 30 nurses, health techs, and health assistants that were recognized for all they continue to do above and beyond and the constraints of the pandemic to support our students and staff. We were really glad to be able to honor them. Then in the information portion, the next secondary group presented their school improvement presentation. We had Bonnie Osborne, Blackhawk Academy Principal, Mike Smith, our Jewel Middle School Principal, and Mrs. Cindy Larry, Herget Middle School Principal. They all shared highlights of student and staff growth throughout their buildings. Next, we had Ryan Abrahamson, our Director of Finance, and he presented the Quarter 2 Treasury Report. The district continues to be in a good financial position, and we are predicted to end our school year with 177 days in our fund balances, with a goal of 180 days. The draft meeting calendar for next year's school board meetings was shared with the board as well. This calendar will follow the same cadence as in previous years, with meetings being every first and third Monday of the month. A couple of those dates will be on Tuesday in observance of school holidays. Then we moved into our discussion portion. We had Mr. Pat Dacey, who is our Capital Projects Manager, and Pat presented the letters of recommendation and bid tabulation sheets for 4 upcoming projects. These projects include roofing improvements, mechanical unit replacement, doors, windows, tuck pointing, and pavement improvements. The board will vote on these recommendations at the next meeting in March. And finally, we move into our action items. The board approved the TRS Supplemental Savings Plan Agreement that had been presented at 2 meetings prior. And that's our board recap for February. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.